Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? The king of lightning here today, bringing guys and gals Bleach, chapter 611 review, that is 611. So, before I get started, number one, if you haven't seen it yet, in this corner right here is going to be the live reaction of the chapter. Watch it. Number two is in the box below. First thing you're going to see, patreon.com. On January 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, I'm going to be doing a Patreon prize giveaway. You're going to have 5 people to win consoles of their choosing. Then you're going to have 5 folks who are going to get $150 worth of anime/manga paraphernalia. So if you want to be a part of that, go in the box below on patreon.com. Now, and honestly, if I can actually get a lot of folks to do this, I'll actually keep this whole process. Maybe, who knows? But moving on. When it comes to this chapter, yo, Juha, yeah. Oh, and we them boys off screen. Fuck. Okay, so, where do I start? Okay, there are a few things I want to talk about. So let me sum it up like this. You have Ichibe and what happened with him and his return and Ichigo and company. You have the Soul King and Juha and how apparently the Soul King is Juha Bach's daddy. Even though it was stated before that because I remember it was stated before that Juha was actually born in the real world, like the human world. I believe so. So there is, well, okay, I think it's too early because we don't know the Soul King's history. So I think it is a little bit too early to actually tell whether or not there are discrepancies in this story. But either way, moving on. Then you have we them boys off screen. So let me start there. Fuck it. Why not? I understand. And I'm with you. I really wanted to see the Royal Guard members actually fight against we them boys. After you had X-Ax come in there, like, yo, my fucking gun, it pierces through everything. Like, straight up everything. Like it doesn't matter if there's like a 15-layer diamond wall. Pierce. Done. End of story. And if you're in that scope, you're night-night. I'm like, fuck. Damn. What the? Damn. I mean, very impressive. And the fact that you have a very cool-ass Quincy like the Miracle. Oh, shit. I mean, again, like, you had some very impressive boys. We them what? We them boys. I'm like, fuck, I like it. However, it's off screen. And I'm not a fan of that. To me, it was very disappointing. Because when I think about it, yes, we did sacrifice their battle for Ichibe versus Juha one-on-one. Again, a very impressive bout. And I love this fight. This fight's actually very damn good. And I gotta say that if Kubo, because what I didn't want was Kubo to do what he did in the Rankara Saga, where he would have this battle take place, and then you go over to this battle, and then you go over to this battle. Like, it almost seemed as if like these fights were not happening simultaneously. It seemed as if like you had, okay, well, like Soifan would fight against Bardogan, and then that would end. Then you have Hitsugaya against Heidi Bell, and okay, that would end. And like, you know, it seemed too systematic when you knew that they were taking place simultaneously. So what I was hoping that would happen in this sense, or that Kubo, he'd go back and forth. Like, he'd maybe do like half a chapter Juha and Ichibe, then another half a chapter Royal Guard against we them boys, and, you know, do something like that. So instead of ending off in like, let's say like 4 or 5 chapters like this fight did, it would be like 10, 12 chapters, you know, total for both fights, which actually would have been actually, in my opinion, a lot better. Because then you would have prolonged the series in of itself, which I think Kubo wants to do for, you know, money purposes, but also because you're giving time to characters that need shine. The Royal Guard themselves need a lot of shine when it comes to their combat prowess. So because of that reason, I'm also going to assume that they're not done yet. Even though they're down for the count, they're not done yet, because we still haven't yet to, because Maya, we pretty much got a good sense of his power. And actually, I don't even know if he has a Bankai or not. In fact, I'm not too sure if he has a standard Zanpakuto. But for Kirinji, yeah, I want to see his Bankai. For the Queen of Cereals, even her too. Senjumaru, yeah. So the fact that they're down and out to me is you know, like, again, I understand why, and the Yua versus Ichibei fight is awesome, but at the same time, there is a huge price to pay in the fact that We Dem Boys versus the Royal Guard is pretty much done. Now we get on to Ichibei, and no, let me say that for last. Then we go over to Yua and his pops, and I'm pretty sure it's been a while since there was a family get-together, but unlike the warming, "Hey son, how you doing? Come here, it's been a while." Nah. See, dad apparently was a dick. Massive dick. Apparently smacked mom around a few times, had a few beers, and clearly Yuha is still suffering from some trauma from his childhood days. So in order to repay his father for all of the nights of terror and the screaming and "Susan, leave me alone!" Oh no! Yuha decides, "You know what, Dad? You were a real fucking douche, and I hated you. Here's some cold hard steels." And I'm like, fuck! Yes, Yuha! Come on! Like, how can... Yes, Bleach does have a whole host of badass characters. But come on now. Like, come on now! He listen! If the Soul King is actually dead, he just completely distorted the foundation of the three worlds, Hueco Mundo, Soul Society, and the real world with one fucking stab. Huge, massive. Yuha, yeah, Aizen, he was an excellent talker. He would talk the biggest game of the fucking century. He would monologue for 3 chapters straight. Just how DBZ characters power up for like 3 episodes straight. He would monologue for 3 episodes straight, just spewing all of this shit, and you're like, fuck, like Aizen, his words have weight. They have weight, man. Like that Kingdom shit. Like on Kingdom, they're always about weight. Like what weight? His weight, yeah. And he just bring down his glaive and shit. His weight, nigga. The word of Aizen has weight. But Yuha has fucking actions. And actions, I'm sorry, they speak so much louder than words. There is no other character in Bleach whose actions I feel are so quintessential to the entirety of their verse than fucking Yuha. He took out the Soul King. How fucking far from an action standpoint is that from the rest of the damn verse? He took out the god, if you would. He's a fucking god slayer. And I can't believe I even fucking used that reference, but he is. That's a fucking bad taste in my mouth. God damn it. God slayer. What the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah. So, you get my drift here. And also, and then yeah, we can argue because, you know, a lot of folks, you know, Ukiura, Lancelot did it in Pargo. Okay, fine, that was cool, yeah. You know, you have Aizen, you know, all Aizen shit, monologues, okay, fine, Ichigo. I mean, people still find Ichigo like their favorite character, and I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously? After all the gets, you got Tenjo! Boom. Gone! However, let me talk about, because, you know, I'm not getting the favorite Bleach characters now. No. Let me not get in the favorite Bleach characters now for another damn day. Even though at this point in time it's Yuha. Thing here is this. If the Soul King is dead, because I say if because he may not be dead, Yuha could actually have wounded him, but he's still alive. I'm not too sure. But if he's actually dead, how long is it going to take for the worlds to collapse upon themselves or something like that? That's very important. Like, how long? Like, what's the time frame here? Because if he's actually dead, all of a sudden it becomes a race against the clock for Ichigo and company. Which honestly should mean that Grimmjow should be arriving like any fucking moment now, Kubo. Seriously. Like, what the fuck is... Alright. So, again, that's what I'm thinking about right now. And if he's not dead, then the processes by which he's not dead, I want to find out. And also, like, what's going to happen at this point in time to Yuha specifically. I mean, no, actually, no, he should be dead, because Yuha has precog. So he should know that, yeah, his father has died. Though, there may be a way to counter Yuha's precog, since maybe the Soul King, since he is a quote-unquote god, therefore he can actually do something to counter Yuha's precog. I don't know, maybe. Again, I have no idea. But we're going to see later on. We're going to see the specific details, hopefully, when Ichigo and company get there, or maybe there's going to be something like a flashback of Yuha, a more detailed flashback, and him meeting his father, stuff like that. Now, the last part of the chapter I want to talk about real quick, or as quick as I can. Ichibe coming back to life, which, honestly, I still think it's a massive load of shit. Because, first of all, okay, so let me talk about this for a second. Because this ties to Ichigo's powers. Someone did make a very good comment in the comment section of the live reaction, where they reminded me of the fact that Ichigo has actually, quote-unquote, kind of given his powers to Chad and Orihime back in the heyday of this series. However, I remember that not being the case specifically. I remember, to my recollection, it was more or less Ichigo. It's not like he gave Chad his fucking arm powers, or he gave Orihime the powers that she has to fucking negate God, or like whatever shit she has. But more so, it was the fact that Ichigo's Reiatsu was overflowing constantly, and he had no real cap. He couldn't control his Reiatsu, and his Reiatsu would affect the Reiatsus of those around him, and specifically Chad and Orihime, because they were always near him, and they had a close tie to him specifically among his friends. So it was because of that reason that, or those reasons plural, that they awakened powers through Ichigo indirectly. It's not because he gave him powers, it's because his Reiatsu had an effect on their spiritual SNCs. If you want to, I don't know if that's actually the way you say it, but whatever. Now, also, what's very important is the fact that Ichigo, he's a Quincy, or he's part Quincy, semi-Quincy, and he does have ties to Juha Bach, obviously. In fact, his Zanpakuto, his fake Zanpakuto, his Quincy hunting knife, if you would, is the image of Yuha. Now, that's important because Yuha himself does have his own power that is very similar to what is actually occurring here, where Yuha has the power to actually give parts of his soul away to those, and these people actually attain power. Now, whether or not Yuha himself has these powers specifically has yet to be seen, because again, Masty Maslin is dead, and I'm not seeing James anywhere near Yuha right now. So then it turns into this. Because Ichigo is a semi-Quincy, and because he's had a kind of similar effect on Chad and Orihime in the past, this would therefore allow Ichibe to come back to life, because he, by saying Ichibe's name, would in essence give Ichibe a version, or like a small portion of his power in doing so. And Ichibe apparently molded that power to come back to life. The only problem with this is the fact that he was already fucking dead. He was dead to begin with. He was blown the fuck up. So it would make sense if he was near death and he needed power, and because his powers are tied to names, Ichigo having maybe the power to give people soul, or like to give maybe soul away in pieces, or like power pools, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Thing here is that, okay, fine, now it make more damn sense if he was already semi-dead, like one foot in the grave. But he was full on in the damn grave. This guy was in the casket and had 6 feet of dirt on top of him, and somehow with the name alone he comes back to life and he breaks out of that shit. It's no. I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a fucking second. So, that being said, the chapter gets a fucking yo. It gets a yo because of the ending. The ending is too goddamn good. It is too goddamn good. It gets a yo. Alright, that is some of the best shit that I've seen in Bleach. And everything else basically falls way to that ending. The ending makes a chapter by leaps and bounds. And even if he's not dead, it still's a yo. It still's a yo. So I say I'm done. King Lenny, give me your thoughts on the chapter. I'm pretty sure I nailed everything I want to speak about. So rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice damn day.